Please.
Good afternoon.
Take a seat, Shipra. Shipra, for the benefit of the panel, can you give a brief introduction, please?
Yes, sir. So my name is Shipra Choudhary. I was born in Mainpuri district of Uttar Pradesh, and after 2 to 3 years or so, we shifted to Mumbai in Maharashtra, in the Mumbai suburban, particularly the Palghar district of Maharashtra, wherein I've completed my entire schooling and education. I graduated in 2019 in the subjects of zoology and environmental sciences from Mumbai University. And since then, I've been preparing for civil services only. I do not, as such, have some work experience. This is my third attempt in UPSC and my first interview.
So you would be familiar with the fact that our banking system was racked by a series of scams. The Vijaykumar scam, the Nirav Modi scam, so many scams. Now, let's focus on the Nirav Modi scam. How did it take place? What was the mode of operation of Nirav Modi? Are you aware?
Yes, sir. So there was letter of credit that was extensively granted for a few years that allowed for a lot of credit to be passed on into the foreign branch of PNB. And that is how it continued, sir, until it became a huge NPA.
That letter of credit was actually known by some other name. Are you aware? Letter of undertaking. Similarly, there was a very big scam in West Bengal, which was related to Ponzi schemes. There are 2 or 3 scams. Are you aware of those?
So not about the Bengal incident in specific, but yes, sir, there are many Ponzi scheme scams that do take place. So that I am aware of.
So how does a Ponzi scheme operate?
So in a Ponzi scheme, if it is unregistered, it is quite vulnerable to collapses in the way that the initial depositors tend to lure the upcoming depositors to deposit a large amount of money in exchange of some utilities or some attractive investment returns that they could get, until and unless it becomes a huge cycle which becomes unsustainable. So that is how the collapse takes place, sir.
Environmental sciences. So could you tell me something about biodiversity hotspots?
Yes, sir. So biodiversity hotspots are the hotspots globally in which there are 2 main criteria. First is this, that it should have at least 1500 species which are vascular and endemic in nature. The second criteria is this, that at least 70% of the species must be threatened with extinction.
How many biodiversity hotspots in the world?
There are 36 biodiversity hotspots.
Thank you, Shipra.
Now, you have interest in Vipassana.
Yes, sir.
So, what was the main contribution of Lord Buddha to meditation? What was his main observation?
Yes, sir. So, it was through his practice of meditation in Vipassana that he was able to carry out the 4 noble truths and convey to the worlds.
He had a very practical observation which he made.
Yes.
Something to do with breath and thoughts. Are you aware?
So can I take a guess?
Yes.
So it was through the Anapan meditation, the incoming and the outgoing of breath, of how the breath takes place in contrast with the mindfulness meditation. So instead of counting on the breaths, the practice of Vipassana focuses upon how the breath comes in and goes out, and that helps in establishing the reality of the world, in seeing the things as they are.
Basic point of Vipassana Anapan is that you cannot think and breathe at the same time.
Yes, sir.
If you focus on breath, the thought will go away.
Yes, sir.
So that's what they do. You keep focusing on your breath. So thoughts which come from previous births or from wherever, they come and they die.
Yes, sir.
So that's how your karmas also gradually can be. eliminated.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, past karmas can come now only as a thought to you.
Yes, sir.
Prarabdha jo hai, is just a thought. So
Yes.
if you are focusing on the breath, that thought will come and it will die.
Yes, sir.
So that's where the whole thing, right?
Okay, sir.
You
Thank
cannot
you,
do both things together.
Okay.
That's what Vipassana says.
Yes.
isn't it? Okay.
Thank you, sir.